Are you ready for English speaking practice? Where is check-in? With slow, clear English. Here's my passport. Let's go. Listen carefully. Hello and welcome to English Flow, the podcast for learners who want to speak English with more confidence and joy. I'm Mark, and I'm here to help you speak English more naturally step by step, day by day. I will be speaking slowly and clearly so you can follow me and repeat after me. In today's episode, we are going to talk about something very simple but very powerful: how to have conversations at the airport in English. Even if your life is busy, even if you feel shy, even if you've never traveled through an English-speaking airport before. Many people think they need perfect English to travel, but that's not true. You don't need to live in London. You don't need a native speaker guide. You don't need to study for hours every night. What you need are small, smart phrases. Phrases that are easy to repeat. Phrases that fit into real airport situations. Phrases that help you feel more comfortable, more natural, and more confident when traveling. So let's begin. Airport English is one of the best ways to practice real conversations. It's simple and very powerful. You listen to airport conversations like the ones I will teach you today, and you try to repeat exactly what they say. You don't stop. You don't translate in your mind. You just copy the sound like an echo. Let's try it together. I'll say an airport phrase and you repeat after me. Where is check-in? Now you repeat. Here's my passport. Now you repeat. Window or aisle seat. Now you repeat. Very good. That's airport English. It helps you get used to how airport English sounds when you're traveling. If you practice often, even 5 minutes a day, you will travel more confidently. It's a small habit with big results. Now let's practice 5 essential airport situations with lots of conversation practice. Situation 1. Airport check-in. Let me give you a complete check-in conversation. Listen and repeat each phrase. Good morning. I'd like to check in for my flight. Now you repeat. Certainly. Can I see your passport and ticket, please? Now you repeat. Here you go. Now you repeat. Thank you. Are you checking any bags today? Now you repeat. Yes, I have one suitcase. Now you repeat. Please put it on the scale. Now you repeat. Is it overweight? Now you repeat. No, it's fine. Would you prefer a window or aisle seat? Now you repeat. Window seat, please. Now you repeat. Perfect. Here's your boarding pass. Your gate is B12. Now you repeat. What time is boarding? Now you repeat. Boarding begins at 2:30. Please be at the gate 30 minutes early. Now you repeat. Thank you very much. Now you repeat. Excellent. Let's practice another conversation. This time, there's a problem with your reservation. Hello, I'm here to check in for flight AA123. Now you repeat. I'm sorry, but I can't find your reservation. Now you repeat. Let me check my confirmation number. It's ABC 456. Now you repeat. Ah, I see the problem. Your flight was changed to AA 789. Now you repeat. What time does that flight leave? Now you repeat. It leaves at 4:15 instead of 3 o'clock. Now you repeat. That's actually better for me. Can I still get a window seat? Now you repeat. Let me check. Yes, I have a window seat available. Now you repeat. Great. Is the gate the same? Now you repeat. No, your new gate is C8. Now you repeat. Thank you for your help. Now you repeat. Situation 2. Security check. Now let's practice going through security. This is very important for travelers. Please put your laptop in a separate bin. Now you repeat. Do I need to take off my shoes? Now you repeat. Yes, please remove your shoes and belt. Now you repeat. Can I keep my watch on? Now you repeat. Yes, watches are fine. Now you repeat. Please step through the metal detector. Now you repeat. Is my bag ready? Now you repeat. Yes, you can collect your belongings. Now you repeat. Let's practice a security conversation with questions. Excuse me, did you pack your bag yourself? Now you repeat. Yes, I packed it myself. Now you repeat. Are you carrying any liquids over 100 milliliters? Now you repeat. No, all my liquids are small. Now you repeat. Do you have any electronics in your bag? Now you repeat. Yes, I have a tablet and charger. Now you repeat. Please take them out and put them in a bin. Now you repeat. Like this? Now you repeat. Perfect. Please step forward. Now you repeat. Am I done? Now you repeat. Yes, you can go. Have a good flight. Now you repeat. Situation 3. Finding your gate and asking for directions. Let's practice asking for directions at the airport. Excuse me, where is gate B12? Now you repeat. Go straight and turn left after the coffee shop. Now you repeat. How long does it take to walk there? Now you repeat. About 10 minutes. Now you repeat. Is there a restroom near gate B12? Now you repeat. Yes, there's one right next to the gate. Now you repeat. Thank you so much. Now you repeat. Now let's practice when you're lost and need help. I'm sorry, I think I'm lost. Can you help me? Now you repeat. Of course. Where do you need to go? Now you repeat. I'm looking for gate C8, but I can't find it. Now you repeat. You're in Terminal A, gate C8 is in Terminal B. Now you repeat. How do I get to Terminal B? Now you repeat. Take the shuttle train. It's right over there. Now you repeat. How often does the train run? Now you repeat. Every 5 minutes. Now you repeat. Perfect. Thank you for your help. Now you repeat. Let's practice asking about facilities. Where can I find a restaurant? Now you repeat. There are several restaurants on the second floor. Now you repeat. Is there a pharmacy in the airport? Now you repeat. Yes, there's one near gate A5. Now you repeat. Do you know if there's free Wi-Fi? Now you repeat. Yes, the network is called Airport Free Wi-Fi. Now you repeat. Great! Where can I charge my phone? Now you repeat. There are charging stations near every gate. Now you repeat. Situation 4. Flight delays and changes. Let's practice dealing with flight problems. This happens often when traveling. Excuse me, I just saw that my flight is delayed. Now you repeat. Yes, flight AA123 is delayed by 2 hours. Now you repeat. What's the reason for the delay? Now you repeat. It's due to bad weather. Now you repeat. Will I miss my connecting flight? Now you repeat. Let me check your connection. You should be fine. Now you repeat. Can you put me on an earlier flight? Now you repeat. I'm sorry, but the earlier flights are full. Now you repeat. What should I do while I wait? Now you repeat. You can wait at the gate or explore the terminal. Now you repeat. Now let's practice a gate change announcement and response. Attention passengers on flight BA 456. Your gate has changed to D15. Now you repeat. Excuse me, did they say gate D15? Now you repeat. Yes, gate D15. The flight was moved. Now you repeat. How do I get to gate D15 from here? Now you repeat. Go down the escalator and turn right. Now you repeat. Is boarding still at the same time? Now you repeat. No, boarding is now delayed until 6:45. Now you repeat. Thank you for the information. Now you repeat. Let's practice asking for meal vouchers during a long delay. My flight is delayed for 4 hours. Can I get meal vouchers? Now you repeat. Yes, you're entitled to meal vouchers for delays over 3 hours. Now you repeat. Where can I use these vouchers? Now you repeat. At any restaurant in the terminal. Now you repeat. Do they cover the full meal? Now you repeat. They cover up to $25 per person. Now you repeat. That's very helpful. Thank you. Now you repeat. Situation 5. Boarding and on the plane. Let's practice the boarding process and talking to flight attendants. Good evening. Welcome aboard. Can I see your boarding pass? Now you repeat. Here it is. I'm in seat 14A. Now you repeat. That's right down the aisle on your left. Now you repeat. Thank you. Where should I put my carry-on bag? Now you repeat. You can put it in the overhead bin or under the seat. Now you repeat. Is this the overhead bin for my row? Now you repeat. Yes, that's correct. Now you repeat. Now let's practice asking for help during the flight. Excuse me, could I have some water, please? Now you repeat. Of course. Would you like ice with that? Now you repeat. Yes, please. And do you have any snacks? Now you repeat. We have peanuts and pretzels. Now you repeat. I'll have the pretzels, please. Now you repeat. Here you go. Anything else? Now you repeat. Could you help me with my seatbelt? Now you repeat. Certainly. Just pull this part to tighten it. Now you repeat. Let's practice asking about the flight. How long is this flight? Now you repeat. It's about 3 hours and 30 minutes. Now you repeat. What time do we arrive? Now you repeat. We should arrive at 9:45 local time. Now you repeat. Is there entertainment on this flight? Now you repeat. Yes, there are movies and music on your screen. Now you repeat. How do I turn it on? Now you repeat. Just touch the screen to start. Now you repeat. Let's practice one more conversation about special requests. I'm feeling a bit cold. Do you have a blanket? Now you repeat. Yes, let me get one for you. Now you repeat. Thank you. Also, I have a connecting flight. Will we arrive on time? Now you repeat. Yes, we're actually ahead of schedule. Now you repeat. Great! How long do I have for my connection? Now you repeat. What's your connecting flight number? Now you repeat. It's UA 789 to Chicago. Now you repeat. You have about 90 minutes. That should be plenty of time. Now you repeat. Perfect. Thank you for checking. Now you repeat. Bonus. Arrival and baggage claim. Let's practice conversations after you land. Excuse me, where is baggage claim for flight AA123? Now you repeat. It's on the lower level. Take the escalator down. Now you repeat. Which carousel number? Now you repeat. Carousel 7. You'll see it on the screens. Now you repeat. How long does it usually take for bags to come out? Now you repeat. About 15 to 20 minutes after arrival. Now you repeat. Thank you for your help. Now you repeat. Let's practice when your bag is missing. I can't find my suitcase. It didn't come out. Now you repeat. Let me help you with that. Do you have your baggage claim ticket? Now you repeat. Yes, here it is. Now you repeat. I'll check the system. What does your bag look like? Now you repeat. It's a black suitcase with a red ribbon. Now you repeat. I see the problem. Your bag went to Los Angeles by mistake. Now you repeat. When will I get it back? Now you repeat. We'll deliver it to your hotel tomorrow morning. Now you repeat. That works for me. Thank you. Now you repeat. Very good. You just practiced complete airport conversations from check-in to baggage claim. These are real English phrases from real travel situations. Using airport English in your daily life is simple. Turn travel planning into English practice. Instead of thinking about flights in your native language, think, what time is my flight? Instead of reading airport signs in your mother tongue, try it in English. Your homework this week: practice one airport conversation every day. Choose scenarios like check-in or asking for directions. Practice until it feels natural. Then use it on your next trip. Remember, every phrase you practice, every conversation you repeat, every airport interaction, it all helps you travel more confidently. You are building real skills for real travel situations. Thank you for practicing with me today. Keep listening to Airport English, keep practicing these travel phrases, and keep building your confidence one flight at a time. Until next time, keep traveling smart, and remember, you've got this.